EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Huskies of San Antonio. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from San Antonio. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Man in motion left. That's Collins. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Browns defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Back to the ground with Pierce. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked for him, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On first down, Roberts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Roberts now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Mullen. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mullen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, Mullen. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed up all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them dropping multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
At the 47-yard line.
Roberts on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Roberts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Roberts. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
And again, it's Chubb. To the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Looking to throw. Mullen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
To throw on 3rd down. Mullen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Mullen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Operating from the gun. Mullen. Going for a right side here. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point up and through, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw is Roberts. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. looking to throw. Roberts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Roberts. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Nick Chubb shreds him with a stiff arm. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off. Goal. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now
football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now the try here for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Jones on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mullen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
second down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw that misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Roberts. Off play action. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Back to throw. Roberts. That's underneath to Pierce. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Roberts to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They go up the middle with Chubb. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give. This is Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Huskies have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Ready? Go!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Handoff comes to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick here is good. And it will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. They've got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, that's going to change things in a hurry. That shortens the field considerably, and now we're on the move.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value.